The Rahul Mohinder oscillator, or the RMO, and its associated tools were developed by Mr. Rahul Mohinder of Veritech Software. In addition to being a trader and a trainer himself, Mr. Mohinder is a panelist on both CNBC and CNN India. The RMO is designed to work across any time frame, so you can use it on a 5-minute chart, 10-minute, 1-minute, daily, weekly, whatever time frame you'd like to use it on, and for any instrument. So you can use it for stocks, forex, futures, whatever it is you'd like to trade. Basically any data that works with data that provides open, high, low, and closed data. So let's start off by showing you how to actually apply the RMO onto a chart. Okay, so now we see the RMO applied. We actually have 5 windows that we'll see here. The first window we see the RMO. The next window we see swing trade 2 and swing trade 3. The exit swing signal. Our stock with colored bars and red and blue buy and sell arrows. And then down here we see volume with a 50-day moving average attached to it. So let's go ahead and get into what the rules of the RMO are and how to use them. As we use the RMO, it's a rule-based system that requires multiple criteria to allow for an entry or exit confirmation. The rules of the system are set up to allow the RMO user to quickly identify the management of the trade. The first set of rules we will cover are for both position and real-time traders. At their end, we'll also have an additional step for real-time traders. They'll make sure, no matter what type of trader you are, to follow the first set of rules. So the first indicator you noticed was the one at the top here, the RMO. The first thing to look for with the RMO is to look in the top window and refer to the RMO oscillator. This indicator is our first gauge as to market direction. It is set up to be our primary trend indicator. When referring to the RMO, you will notice on the right of the indicator a scale that has a midpoint of 0. So right down here you'll notice a midpoint of 0. This is the main reference point of the RMO. For a bullish trigger, so to go long, we want the RMO to be above 0, and for bearish we want the RMO to be below 0. Once we've determined the primary trend, we can move to the next window. Okay, so for bullish again, we look for the RMO to be above 0, and for bearish we look for it to be below 0. Okay, so that's the first rule of the RMO. The second window, as you notice here in Metastock, the second window right here, holds swing trade 2 and 3. So swing trade 2, which is pink, the pink oscillator down here, and swing trade 3, which is purple. These two indicators are designed to help us see the medium-term and the long-term trends. Swing trade 2 represents medium-term trend, and swing trade 3 represents long-term trend. When swing trade 2 and 3 cross, it represents a change in the strength of the trend. So swing trade 2, which is pink, is medium-term trend, and the purple line, swing trade 3, represents long-term trend. When they cross, it represents a change in the strength of the trend. We'll see more how that applies on an actual chart in just a few moments. The next one is the exit swing indicator. Now the exit swing indicator, you'll notice, is here in the middle of the chart. The exit swing indicator gives you extra protection in applying stops. There are certain rules that need to be applied to the indicator in order to use it as designed. Now we'll actually be skipping those rules for now, as we want to get into the 3 core rules of the RMO. We'll come back to the exit swing signal in just a few moments. So finally we get to our price bars. The color of the price bars and the buy and sell alerts are directly tied to the swing trade 2 and swing trade 3 indicators. So rule 2 were the pink and purple lines. In rule 2 we discussed that when the swing trade 2 and swing trade 3 cross, we have a change in strength. This is represented by the red and blue arrows shown in the 4th window. So the red and blue arrows here that you see throughout the chart are indicated by a crossing of swing trade 2 and 3. The color of the bars will change from blue to red when swing trade 2, which is the medium term trend,